Hi there, Sandy here. Welcome to another jewelry making video at keepsakecrafts.net. Today I have for you a necklace featuring this silver tie tribal dragonfly charm. It's accented with these pretty pink chips and some sterling silver beads. So I've had this dragonfly in my stash for a while. I actually at one point made it as a charm on a charm bracelet, but it was just a little bit too big and didn't really dangle nicely. And I wanted to make it a feature. Now this necklace, the way I've designed it, is so customizable. You can use any kind of beads you want. You can make it very delicate and dainty. You can make it really full and lush. It's entirely up to you. And it all starts with some head pins and then some little silver beads and these pink chips. And you're just going to make lots and lots of simple loops like this. I think I ended up using around 20 in mine. And I'm going to use my one-step looper, which is a wonderful tool when you have a lot of loops to make. If you want to learn about that, I've done a video for it. I'll have a link for you. But that just makes your simple loops, and you just go ahead and make a lot of those. So once you have your dangles made, I have some of them here. You'll also need some necklace chain, and I have just an 18-inch necklace chain with links that are big enough for my jump rings to go into. So you'll want some smallish jump rings. I love these little oval ones. They're 4.5 by 3 millimeter, 22 gauge. I wish I had more of them. I only have a few. So I actually made some other small, like little 3 millimeter jump rings by wrapping a sterling silver plated head pin just around my round nose pliers. Now you can do this all with jump rings, or you can use some chain. This is some sterling silver textured links, cable chain, 2.5 by 4 millimeter links. And I'll show you how to use that to start putting your necklace together. You'll only need a short length of this, but it's best to leave it all in one piece. It just makes it easier to work with. So the first thing you need to do is attach your dragonfly to one end of the chain. This will be the center of the necklace. And we'll just do that with a jump ring. By the way, while I'm doing this, I want to give a shout out to one of my newest patrons, Janet Pitzner. Thank you so much, Janet, for deciding to support my tutorials. I really appreciate it. And if you don't know what patron or Patreon is, you can check out my Patreon page. It's just a way for you to help out artists who are working at their art, and it helps them to be able to continue doing artwork for you to enjoy rather than having to go get a real job. Believe me, this is a real job. It requires, I think, far more self-discipline than having to work for somebody else every day. Having to work for yourself, as my husband says, that boss is awful. So there we go. I've got my dragonfly attached to the chain, and now you just start taking your... Oh, get off there. Fine, I'll use you. You just start taking all of these little simple loop dangles that you made, and you start attaching them to the chain. And now you could see by having this chain long, I'm kind of holding it in my hand down here, and the dragonfly is weighting it down, so I can get out that little tiny 2.5 millimeter by 4 millimeter link and then close it up. So what I like to do is put a dangle on each side of a link of chain all the way up until it's as full as I like it to be. No, but seriously, I do love working for myself, making my own schedule, being able to make things that just make people happy, to be able to be creative, to use my God-given artistic abilities, to be able to inspire and encourage people, and also at the same time help my family. What I like to do is put 2 dangles in each link. You can kind of see that, one on either side. And then just keep building it up. And it depends on the size of the beads you have, the size of the chain, the size of your pendant, just how full you're going to make it. So I'm back. I ended up using 13 dangles on this chain, and I like the way those look over the dragonfly. And then there's another way to make smaller dangles. So like I said, you can use chain or you can use just jump rings. So here I have a jump ring that I've opened, and I've added one of my dangles. And now I'm going to add another jump ring. and then go ahead and close that up. So on that second jump ring, I'm going to add 2 dangles. And then I'm going to open one more jump ring. This is the one that will attach to the necklace. And I'm going to attach it to that other jump ring I added, having one of the dangles on either side. So right in between the two. And then this can be attached to the necklace. In fact, I've added one already here to my necklace chain. I'll have like an odd number of links in between them. And I'm going to attach that right there. These are pretty small links on this necklace chain, so you got to make sure that you choose jump rings that will actually fit on it. So there's those 2. So this really gives you the same effect. You could keep going with jump rings, adding 2 dangles and then adding a jump ring in between them, and you'd get pretty much the same effect that you do with the chain. It's just the jump rings are substituting for the chain. Now I'm going to cut my chain here. This is soldered chain, so I'll have to cut one of these links. And then attach my dragonfly with its pretty little cascade of beads. Oh, this is the tricky part. If you let go of it, finding it again can be tricky, which is why I suggested leaving your chain as long as possible. For mine, I actually ended up doing 2 dangles on one link and then 1 on the next. I just thought it was a little too full. And this is why I left an odd number of links in between, so I could put that right in the middle. So I did, 2 dangles on one link and then 1 on the next, and kept repeating that. And because otherwise it just seemed too full and it was kind of overwhelming, the dragonfly. And so there's that. And then I think I'm just going to add 1 more dangle to either side, just a single one. What I love about designs like this is they are so utterly customizable. Of course, you don't have to use a dragonfly. Use any pendant you have that you want to feature. And you don't have to use chips. Use any beads that you have that you think will look good. You can do as many or as few dangles as you like. You can make it very dainty and delicate, or you could fill it up and have almost like a bib style necklace. So whatever works for you, you can take this idea and run with it. And so there you have it. This is a really pretty design for springtime. It's just kind of dainty and delicate, but of course you could change it up completely with your choice of materials. So if you're interested in the supplies I use, click on the little eye or the tag in the upper right of the video, or the link in the description box to go to my blog post. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss any videos, and take a look at my Patreon page for how you can get great rewards and help keep these tutorials free for everybody. Thanks for watching. Happy creating. Bye-bye.